Now's not the time to play dumb. I know you can talk. So why don't you tell me just how many of your friends you brought with you?
I'm going to attempt to roll mysticism while staring blankly at her, so I can tell Audrey I've been caught and to just go to the rendezvous point anyways.
Oh, you're just gonna try to tell Audrey to cheese it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Just save herself.
Okay, roll mysticism.
I got a 3.
I think I said that was okay last.
Yeah.
time.
Audrey, I got caught by another witch. Go to the rendezvous point without me.
No.
Fuck that.
I'm going to tell everybody else. Time to mount a rescue mission.
Yeah, I'm not leaving anyone left behind. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I literally have an aspect that says, won't stand for this. So, consider this a compel.
Actually, where is she? Where are you?
I'm on top of the admin building, if I can squeeze that into the message.
Okay, so I'm invisible,
You are invisible, and you have one free invoke on that.
but my motorcycle is not invisible.
It is not. No. We'll say your clothes are though.
Anything directly on your person.
So how can I make this work?
Wear your motorcycle, duh.
Just carry it like a backpack.
So my clothing, anything that I'm wearing on my person is invisible?
Anything you were wearing at the time you were made invisible is invisible.
Oh, at the time.
What did you want? What did you want to put on?
Siobhan's bracelet. I mean, it'll still be a bracelet flying through the air versus a motorcycle flying through the air, so I'd still be willing to try it.
It's definitely a lot more subtle.
I'm down for it, so I'll give you the bracelet.
Tradesies.
I have an idea as well. And for a penny and for a pound, so I'm going to conjure a man catcher.
A what?
A man catcher.
A what?
But for instance, a woman.
Man catch.
It is essentially something that is designed to go around somebody's neck.
Okay, listen, whatever you do in your bedroom, that's your business.
A slip knot on a pole.
Pretty much, yeah, it's like that.
That's described as an esoteric type of pole weapon.
Oh, God.
Okay, so you want to conjure one of these esoteric pole weapons?
I do, yes.
Okay, I suppose you can roll conjuring for that.
5.
You now have in your hands one man catcher.
Aim for Forenza. Say as I pass it off to Harmony.
Copy that. So do I just like point my hand in the air and then, oh, I'm off? But I am heading straight towards the roof of the administrative building.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll one stealth check.
Guess who does not have stealth?
So then why are you the one doing it?
Because I'm invisible! I rolled a 3.
That's not bad.
I think I'll use the free invoke now. Just play this close to the vest.
Go ahead.
So I'll bring that up to a 5.
It sure does. You tied Forenza's recon check, but I'll give Ty goes to the runner, so I think you got this one. Guinevere, you're on the roof. Forenza bends down, picks you up, and she's now holding you in her hands.
Can I attempt to bite her on the nose?
Sure, you can go ahead and try.
What would I roll for that?
CQC, I imagine.
I got a 1.
Oh, she only rolled a 1 her defense, so it's a glancing blow.
Ha! Got you on the nose, bitch.
Yeah, you wriggle around, you try to bite her on the nose, but she pulls back before you can connect. You're a little fighter, aren't you? You may or may not believe this, but I'd rather not spill witch blood if it's at all possible.
That makes one of us.
Oh, shit.
Is this a narratively appropriate time for me to swoop in with the man catcher?
Oh, sure, I can't imagine it would take that long.
Alright, what should I roll in my attempt to man catch her?
Probably CQC.
Good night, guys.
She's a man catcher, gotta catch her with the pole in your neck. I don't know.
Oh, here she comes.
Watch out, boy. I rolled a 2. But I'm going to invoke won't stand for this to bring that up to a 4.
She rolled a 2 on her defense, but you got a 4 because you invoked. So are you trying to do damage, or are you trying to, create an aspect here?
All she knows is that there's a bracelet and a pole attacking her.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to try and ensnare her. And also just kind of, wrench her away with enough force that she drops Guinevere so Guinevere can get away.
Well, you get the man catcher around her neck. We'll say instead of doing damage, you get to create an aspect on her called ensnared or something. She's now man caught.
Nice.
How long does my invisibility last?
You rolled a 3, I think.
Yeah, I have a 3.
So we'll probably say until you take damage, I guess.
Okay.
Like, well, it looks like there is more than one of you around. And she's gonna grab the man catcher, and sparks of electricity crackle around her hand and start and travel down the man catcher to you, Harmony.
Ooh, can I make an athletics roll, let go of it?
I mean, this is gonna be an attack, so she rolled a 6.
I rolled a 4.
Well, that's gonna be 2 shifts of damage to you.
Can I spend my free invoke now to avoid that?
And I guess it's a free invoke on the fact that you have her caught around the neck. I'll say if you want to use the free invoke for this, you'd be letting go of the man catcher to avoid being electrocuted.
Okay.
I'd say we can probably just jump into combat whenever we're all admitting this is a combat scene.
Yeah,
I guess
would think so.
it's unavoidable now, yes.
All right, somebody make your initiative roll if you guys are ready.
5.
They rolled a 1.
Yay! We get to go.
I'm going to take a major action, and I'm going to conjure a set of stairs ending in a wall.
This is the culmination of Siobhan's character arc right now, because the last time she made stairs, it didn't go very well. So this is the improved version.
I've learned to put a wall with murder holes in them. I am going full on medieval at this point.
All right, go ahead and roll conjuration.
Would I be able to try and invoke an aspect as well, if that's okay?
It depends on what aspect you want to invoke. It has to make sense.
Yeah, let's do mad respect, because I'm trying to make it so that way, there's a sniping position for Audrey and myself. The stairs are wide enough for the two of us.
Makes sense to me.
And I'll add the +2, so 7.
Yeah, sure, that's plenty good enough. Now, you rolled so good, I think you get 2 free invokes on that.
Oh.
You succeeded with style.
Cool. Do I have to use the other one right now? Or...
I read the Fate Core book.
And then on my minor action, I'm going to run up the stairs and get in position.
And I will follow her up the stairs as my minor action.
Okay,
Get
right
right
up the
and-
stairs now.
So I'm going to do my skill.
Focus, I think that's what you call
Focus, that's what I called it, yes. So I'm going to roll Snipe to mark Focus, the Forenza, which I rolled a 1. Except I'm going to spend a fate point to boost that one up and invoke my Mama Bear because, one of my teammates is in Forenza's grasp and
Yeah,
the
Guinevere's
other
in trouble.
one
That makes sense
is
to me.
being zapped with lightning.
Who are you passing the invoke to?
To my friendly neighborhood Siobhan.
Thank you.
And she's got 3 now.
Yeah, you better hit a bunch of shit on this next couple turns. And that's my turn.
Alright. How tall is this building? 2 stories?
Yeah, 2 stories.
So, what I want to do here is get an explosive into a second-story window to try and blow out the floor of the roof.
Okay.
So, I'm going to roll explosives for that.
Please don't blow me up.
3.
So you're basically attacking the building?
I guess the roll would be for getting it through a window.
What's the range between you and the window you're aiming for?
So that's going through 1, 2, 3, going into the third zone then?
You can move one zone down and that'd be range 2. I think that'd be fine.
So it's a curveball. He put a little English on it.
Oh wait, did you take the strong arm feat or stunt?
I do have the strong arm stunt.
Oh, what the fuck am I talking about? You're fine. I'll say it's damaged, probably not broken away completely yet, but it's definitely damaged.
And then using my minor action to get to the crates, but can't get in cover yet.
I guess that doesn't really make sense if you think about it realistically, but it's an abstraction of the game.
Yeah. I mean, rules are just abstractions of real life, so...
So she's still got the main catcher around her neck, right?
Yeah, but you're not holding it at the moment.
What I'm going to do now is grab it again, and I'm going to slam the pole end of the main catcher into the floor beneath us, which is the roof of the administrative building. And I'm going to roll Conjuration. And what I want to do is roll Conjuration to create a connection that fuses the pole tip of the man catcher to the roof of the administrative building.
You're trying to fuse the handle to the ceiling. I see. Would that be conjuration or would that be enchantment? I'm not sure.
I was thinking Conjuration because I'm creating a basically just a lump of matter that connects them both.
Yeah, sure. Okay, go ahead.
That's a 0.
You rolled a 0.
I'm going to invoke Won't Stand for this to re-roll that.
All the fate points.
That's a 1.
Well, that's probably not gonna cut it. Just
Yeah.
1 to 1. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Harmony?
I guess let go of the thing again. So that didn't work.
Can I attempt to shapeshift back into a person?
No, I would say it's like, oh, you could make it, but have to be an opposed roll. But like anything she would use to oppose you, she doesn't really like have on her character sheet. So I can't. It'd basically just be a formality. So I'll just say you'd do it.
Okay, I'm just gonna change back into my person then. And then
Sure.
she just basically has me by like the cuff of my hood, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you're a person now.
Sweet, can I right hook her?
Sure, go ahead.
I got a 2.
Oh, she got a -1. Oh, very nice. You do 3 shifts of damage to her.
And I'm free of her, correct?
Yeah, I kind of want to say since you did your shape shifting without having to roll, I kind of want to say that took up your minor action though.
Oh, and I guess that's my turn.
Enemy's turn now. So Forenza's currently staggered on top of the building with a 18th century esoteric pole arm entangled around her neck. She glowers at the two of you and says, "I'd really rather not hurt another witch if I have to, but it seems like I have to."
I mean, you don't have to. You can let us go.
As she raises a hand skyward, and the storm clouds overhead rumble and roil, and a lightning bolt comes down and strikes the top of the administrative building.
Oh, Modi.
I'm going to preemptively invoke one of her mystery aspects, then to
Dun,
fate
dun,
point on
dun.
that. So she rolled a 6 on her attack, and I need you both to roll physique against that.
Hey, I got a 2.
I got a 5.
Wow.
Harmony, you take 1 shift of damage. Guinevere, you take 4.
Yep. Yep.
Jesus.
So you only go up to 3, so you need to take a consequence.
Oh, fun. What's my consequence?
I don't know, something to reflect the fact that you just got electrocuted, almost.
Sparky.
Sparky.
You know what happens to an iguana when it gets hit by lightning? Same as everything else.
And for her minor action, she's just going to leer menacingly at you. Back to your guys' turn.
Great. I'm gonna writhe around in pain because I just got struck by lightning.
Yeah, you sure did. Yeah.
I'm going to make a kinesis roll to hurl a fireball at her. I'm going to invoke... Won't stand for this because she just hurt Guinevere, and I won't stand for that. And I'm invoking Host with the Most because I'm summoning Caliban's powers to attack her. Okay, then I get a +4. That's a 7.
Holy shit.
Oh, boy. All right, well, she got a 4 on her defense rolls, but she still takes 3 shifts of damage.
Wow. Well, then I guess I will take this opportunity to... Actually, how about this? Can I run to the corner of the administration building and then call for Titan to come pick me up and fly me to safety?
I kind of cheated you out of getting to use your peekaboo stunt in this battle, so I'm willing to let you get away with that to make up for it.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
All right,
So-
Titan's on his way, I guess. Who wants to go next?
I mean, I can always just wing more explosives into the building.
Sure could.
So, I guess I'll just wing some explosives into the building here. I got a 6.
Oh, yeah. That ceiling's probably collapsing now.
Can I use that to create an advantage?
Yeah, I imagine so. What do you want to do?
I mean, there's gonna be dust and rubble all over the fucking place now, so something to hopefully help Harmony get the hell out of there.
Well, I mean, you're collapsing the floor she's standing on also.
I'm wearing flying bracelets.
You are wearing flying bracelets. Huh. Oh, can I make it, like, just difficult terrain or something? Like, make it harder to move through that zone now?
Yeah, I guess you could just say it's just rubble now if you want to.
Alright, let's do that.
Harmony, I'm gonna say roll athletics to see if you're able to get away unscathed.
I got a 1.
See what Forenza gets. No, she got 7.
7. Wow.
Alrighty then.
What's this mean for me?
Oh man, I'll say 2 shifts of damage probably. So the top of the administrative building collapses into a heap of rubble. But as the smoke clears, you can see Forenza's kind of managed to catch herself and is now kind of floating above it on like strands of electricity, kind of like spider legs.
Ooh.
Okay, that's slightly horrifying.
That's actually really cool.
Does she have lightning?
It's a little bit frightening. Sorry.
Harmony fell and hit her head though.
So you said she's suspending herself still, right?
Yeah, she's kind of floating above the rubble right now.
Alrighty then. Is she mostly stationary?
For the sake of it being your turn and not hers, yes.
Excellent. We'll use 2 free invokes on this next roll. Invoke the staircase to add a +2 to my snipe roll, and then I'll invoke the... What was the invoke that Audrey gave me again? That was focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll invoke that one as well.
All right, so you got total +4 on this attack roll.
+4, so 10.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a really good thing that you got a +4. Jesus.
Don't fuck with a witch! As I slam the bullet into the chamber.
No, she only rolled a 3. I think I'm going to spend a fate point for one of her aspects to re-roll that.
Uh-oh.
7. I can deal with that.
Shit.
Wow.
Okay. That's still 3 shifts of damage, I think.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's still a good hit. She has to take a consequence on that one.
Ooh.
Shot through the heart.
And you're to blame, darling. You'll get love. A bad name. Oh, no.
We're not rhythmically inclined.
3 people doing 3 different parts of the same guitar riff.
All right. Also, fair's fair, Scott. Since you made her take a consequence, you do get another free invoke on her consequence that you can use on your next attack, which is not this turn.
Woo! And the invoke was shot through the heart, is that correct?
I better call it that.
Shot through the shoulder, I guess, or something like it.
Audrey, I think you're the last one.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot her. I rolled a 3 to sniper. Make that a 5.
Now, she got a 5 on her defense, so it's a tie.
All right, and then I'm gonna take cover.
From the rubble of the administrative building, there's like one door left standing, and the door suddenly swung open, and your arch nemesis Sergeant Krause appears.
This guy's still here? Jesus, okay, fine.
It's like a Looney Tunes bit, like the entire building is collapsed, except for just the space around the door, and he still opens the door and goes, "What's going on here?" Sergeant Krause is gonna raise a hand to order some of the Nazi soldiers that remain sort of on the sidelines. Is like, "You men there, box in the enemy, do not allow them to leave."
Adorable, but okay.
God damn, he only rolled a 1 on his tactics. This is the one thing you're good at, Krause.
Apparently not.
He's going to evoke one of his aspects called for the greater glory to really motivate him, give himself a +2 on that. So a few of the Nazis sort of file and form a defensive barrier around Harmony's entrance and Talas's entrance to the north and south. Forenza, she's sort of suspended in the air, like I said, on like electric spidery legs things. And so she's kind of like, it's sort of like a series of flashes, almost like a strobe light. She's just going to kind of like dart across the field right in front of you two, Siobhan and Audrey. You are quite annoying. And then she, like, sparks from her hands are going to go into the crates and, like, sort of, like, electromagnetically lift out a few metal pipes, and she's going to fling them at you to try and pin you to the ground.
What's the roll?
You need to roll athletics to beat an 8.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you rolled a 0. So the pipes kind of come at you, and you're kind of caught off guard. The pipes do kind of hit you and bend around your body, and then they pin you to the ground, and you can see that they kind of... The electricity she used to control the pipes superheated them so much that they're now fused to the ground, essentially pinning you in place.
Do I need my hands free to use magic?
Yeah, probably.
Well, shit. For my minor action, I'm gonna give a free invoke to Audrey then.
I'm still on top of the thing. Staircase, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're in the same zone. I do have some skill at CQC, and nobody who's actually hurt is like right nearby. So what I'm thinking of doing is jumping off the staircase with my knife.
Yes, yes.
I've got a height
Yes.
advantage.
Yes, and
I do have a knife. Again, I've got some CQC, so I know how to handle it. I know how to. And it, it appears like she's just at the bottom of the staircase, roughly, or right down from me.
Yeah.
Would that be 2 separate rolls, like a minor action to jump and a major action to CQC sort of
I
thing?
mean, as long as you're not leaving the zone you're already in, you don't have to move.
All right, then I guess I will roll CQC with that free invoke that was just passed to me as well, because I might need it. A 0, but the thing brings it up to a 2.
Yeah, no, she got a 2 on her defense.
Damn. So I'm just next to her. Hi there. And yeah, I'm going to move over to Guinevere here then.
default speed is 2 zones. Okay, with Siobhan's flying bracelets that I still have equipped, Caliban as Harmony is going to emerge from burning rubble and fly back towards the zone where Forenza is right now. Forget about me, and then just fire again. I rolled a 6.
Oh yeah, no, she only rolled a 1 on her defense.
Yeah, this time she rolls a 1.
What would you like this severe consequence to be called?
We could be pretty fancy, or I could just say on fire. Forenza's on fire. Final answer.
I'm gonna move over here and not gonna throw a grenade.
It's going to say you would be hitting 2 of your teammates by doing that.
And I would like to conjure a concrete wall between myself and allies in this zone and Kraus off to the east there. I got a 2!
Sure.
I'm just gonna hang low because, man, I've been through a lot.
Yeah, you got struck by lightning.
The only thing I could think of doing is probably like using mysticism or something.
I mean, you could use mysticism to make a mental attack against her if it's what
Okay.
you wanted to do.
Sure, let's try that.
That would be doing mental damage, not physical damage to her. But sure,
Okay, I rolled a 3.
she rolled a -1.
Sweet.
So what are you doing exactly with your mental attack?
I'd like to just kind of put her to sleep so then she just completely stops, so then we can like take her in for questioning.
Well, you did some damage to her. You
Lucky.
didn't defeat her yet. It's now Forenza's turn. She's going to electrocute Siobhan.
Understandable.
Remember, she only rolled a 5. Go ahead and roll physique against that. Yeah, see, it's only 4 shifts of damage, which I think you only go up to 3, so that's going to be a moderate consequence for you.
Electrocuted.
Whatever you want to call it, bud.
Yeah, I have a moderate consequence.
Now I want all of you to surrender, or I will kill this one.
Harmony is standing down.
Kraus is going to sneak around the wall and shoot you with a gun, Silas.
That's poor form.
Go ahead and roll physique against that.
0.
You gonna let that stand, or you gonna take 4 shifts of damage?
Does he not take a penalty for shooting at me from the same zone?
No, he rolled CQC.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm getting shot.
Yeah, you're taking 4 shifts of damage now. Okay, well that ends Kraus's turn, so it's back to you guys now.
I'm gonna use my combat medic stunt for
Who are you healing?
Silas.
So Silas, you can
Yeah.
uncheck that 4 shift box.
Alright, so I'm perfectly fine now?
I think so. I had an idea that maybe I can send Titan in to go try to pry the metal rods from Siobhan.
I mean, Forenza's basically pulling like a "don't move" or Siobhan gets it card.
That was the other option, was just attacking her directly. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Just go for attacking her. Can I jump onto Titan's back, and then he swoops me over to Forenza and knife her?
You can go over there and knife her if you want.
We're gonna do a tag team attack, Titan and I.
That'd be CQC.
Oh, that's a -1. I'm gonna invoke an aspect.
You might want to re-roll.
I'd say you'd probably be better off
yeah.
re-rolling on that one since you rolled a -3 on the dice.
Oh, I got a 4.
Ah, she rolled a 1.
3 shifts of damage.
So Forenza is taken out. At the risk of using a copyrighted phrase, Guinevere, how would you like this to be done?
What would you like to transpire?
Okay, so I'm gonna swoop in with Titan, and he's gonna like caw right, and like swoop in with his talons out, and then he's gonna try to swoop in and hit her like in the shoulder that's injured, and I'm gonna swoop in jump off his back and have my my blade out and just be like, "Don't you touch anyone else!" And I slam down on top of her, and I like stab my dagger right into her heart.
Blood arcs through the stormy night air. Very dramatic. Forenza collapses into a heap. Blood begins to pool beneath her. She's not moving.
So my minor action is helping Siobhan up.
We are still currently surrounded by other Nazis.
Kraus is like, I'm still here.
Harmony just looks over at him and is like, "Yeah, and what are you gonna do about it?"
I'm going to shoot you with my gun.
Oh, really? Kraus,
Yeah.
what was your rank?
Sergeant.
Sergeant. Alright, Sergeant. When I'm done with you, there won't be a body to bury.
Oh shit.
So I'm going to roll explosives here. I'm going to stay in the zone. So I want to activate No More Graves because we're not digging a grave for him. And I also want to use Dead Man Walking because I'm staying in the same zone as him. And I'd also like to use, as part of my defense against the attack, my free invoke because of that wall.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Hey, look, an 8.
He gets to make a defense roll.
He does. So do I.
Yes, you do. Roll athletics.
All right, there's my free invoke.
Wow. -2.
I got a
Let's roll
5.
a negative 2.
And he got a
takes,
5!
he takes 10 shifts of damage.
Holy
Yikes.
shit.
I only take 3.
No, this is the real important question here, Adam.
Hmm.
Does Silas look at the explosion?
What do you take me for?
Cool guy.
Obviously.
Harmony is just gonna turn, and after seeing that spectacle, she's gonna turn and look at the Nazis that currently have everyone boxed in. The good news is, we accept your terms of surrender.
They're looking fearfully in your direction, but you realize they're not looking fearfully at you guys. They're instead looking at Forenza's body lying on the ground.
Oh shit! Does she have a second form?
Forenza's body begins to crackle with electricity, but where it was previously blue, this time the electricity is red. I told you to be quiet!
I'm gonna run over and just like grab Silas by the wrist and be like, "We're leaving now."
She lunges over to the side where the explosion just happened, and in a burst of electrical discharge, the entire area is flooded with red light.
Oh, tabernacle.
Not targeting anyone, just going to the point where the explosion was.
Okay, everybody, time to go. I snap my fingers to summon my motorcycle.
You snap your fingers, and Forenza's head whips around and looks at you. Be quiet! And she begins to lope towards you. Almost like an animal.
I'd like to wing a grenade as far away from us as possible.
Oh, sure. Go ahead and roll. I mean, you can do up to 3 zones, I guess, so I won't worry about that. You lob it towards the east. It explodes, and Forenza stops midway, almost screeching on the ground, as she wheels away and darts towards where the explosion was, and again detonates a massive burst of electrical energy.
Right. Let's go.
And then I guess we all just like yeet ourselves out of there.
Basically.
Cheese it.
Fucking yeet.
One of the Nazis runs forward and says, "Wait, stop them! They're getting away!" Out of nowhere, Forenza tackles him and smashes him into the side of the warehouse, places a hand over his face, and fills him with so much electricity that he explodes. At this point, the facility is pretty much on fire, even in the midst of the storm, which is raging with continued fervor above your heads.
Well, I call this a successful mission.
Yeah.
Harmony.
That's me.
You've just returned to the barracks after a particularly grueling day of training. You were forced to tap into your powers a little more than you would have liked, and your newest debt to Caliban is gnawing at you as you stumble into the mess hall. What's he craving today?
I think Caliban's definitely jonesing for like some sort of dessert.
Well, unfortunately, the menu today is less than thrilling, so you kind of come away with just a tray of, like, Spam and steamed vegetables and maybe some very watery chocolate pudding.
Well, any port in a storm. And she starts sort of like ladling the soupy pudding onto her tray.
You'll fill up your tray with whatever food you're going to take. Scanning the room, you see most of the tables are either empty or occupied by non-magic soldiers, except for one at the back where Captain Aguila appears to be having a cup of coffee by herself.
All right. I guess we're doing this now, Harmony says to herself as she goes and sits down across from Aguila.
She perks up as you approach. Ah! What's up, Harmony? She kind of squints you after she says that. Or am I talking to the other guy?
It's Harmony.
She gestures to your tray of food. I hope you enjoy the spread we have available. During the last war, we used to say that soldiers are easy to fool because if they can eat army food, they'll swallow anything.
I'll take what I can get at this point.
Imagine your friend is probably the picky eater type, eh?
They definitely have their fixations. That's not really the worst of it, though.
What is?
I'm still kind of new to this whole magic powers thing. I don't think I've really disclosed this to anyone else on the team, but I'm sure you know that I've only actually been in contact with Caliban for about 6 months or so.
I see.
I mean, I always knew. My mom and my grandmother were very very proud of our heritage and where we came from and everything they worked for to bring us to where we are today. But for whatever reason, I never really wanted to involve myself in that side of it until it was absolutely necessary. Now that I am, that kind of just opens up a whole new can of worms, as it were. Captain, do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
Nah, hell no. Go ahead.
When you use your magic, what does it feel like?
Exhausting. It takes a cost, even if it doesn't always look like it from the outside. Magic always has a cost.
Maybe not the answer I wanted to hear, but I can't say that my experiences with magic so far have been similar.
What does it feel like for you?
If I'm being honest, it's kind of exhilarating. When Caliban's at the wheel, I feel like I feel like everything up until that point has been a dream, and I'm finally awake for the first time. I feel like I can do anything, and at the same time, I feel like so detached that I'm not even responsible for my actions while I'm under, and I think that's what I'm afraid of the most. Caliban is a fire spirit. They are consumption personified, and my fear isn't losing control per se, more so the fact that I think I'm enjoying it too much.
Well, honestly, if you didn't take a little bit of enjoyment out of being able to shoot fire from your hands, there'd probably be something wrong with you, honestly. But I think the fact that it also scares you is healthy. People who don't feel fear are not brave, they're idiots.
I see.
I think I got just the thing to help you out, kid. She reaches down under the table for a moment, then produces a small metal flask and slides it across the table to you. It's got me through more than a few tight spots back in my day. Maybe it'll help you stay in your friend's good graces out there. You're a good egg, Harmony, and you're stronger than you think you are.
Merci, Captain.
Since you guys are away from the danger, the boxes on your physical stress track you can uncheck, but your consequences still stay.
Cool, I'm still moderate.
Yeah. This is the time where, since you're out of combat, you can make a more concerted effort at healing yourselves.
Audrey, do you need any equipment for the treatments?
Magic.
That's what I mean. I was going to make it for you.
What?
Like, if you need anything, I can make it for you.
I don't need anything. That's why I said magic. I just use magic. I don't know what yours are. Like, I don't need bandages. I just magic people together.
Don't need no stinking bandages.
Yeah. I don't mean to talk down to you, but magic. We're magic. Did you not see me use magic? Hold still while I magic you better. Jeez.
Go easy on Siobhan. She's kind of half dead.
Can I roll to magic?
Who do you want to heal first, Guinevere or Siobhan?
I think Siobhan was getting the worst end of it.
I think they're kind of equal at the moment.
We both got lightning.
Go ahead and make a mysticism roll. Since this is a moderate consequence, you have to beat a 4.
Well, I have
A 3.
Damn it, a 3. I mean, I have a lot of aspects.
You absolutely have
Let's do
aspects
this.
you can evoke on
As
healing.
in-
It's an issue.
Yeah. Like, hole patcher by trade would be the one because this is my fucking job. So here's your bloody fate point.
All right, Siobhan, your moderate consequence is healed. It doesn't go away yet, but you do get to rename it to something new to reflect the fact that it is in the healing process.
Frazzled. It's a good word.
Yeah. Frazzle is good. I think that works.
Instead of shocked and surprised, it's frizzed and frazzled. All right, so the way healing works is each severity of consequence, once it's been healed like this, takes a different amount of time to heal. So, it was a moderate consequence you got, right, Siobhan? So, a moderate consequence, now that's healed, it'll go away in one session. So, in our next session, when we get to about this point in the story, you will be fully healed. Want to go ahead and heal Guinevere?
I mean, yeah, no, for sure. Let's do that.
No. That was a total. Yeah, fuck you.
All right, same deal. Yeah.
Oh, that's better. Good.
Oh yeah. And you don't even have to invoke anything on that one. It's fine.
Yeah, no,
So,
good.
Allie, same thing. Rename your moderate consequence to something new to reflect the fact that it's healing.
The storm has passed.
Very nice.
Oh, that's good. That's good. If we got a bit of downtime,
Yeah, this would be the time to do anything.
Harmony is going to go over to Silas and just like sit down next to wherever he is and just be like, you wouldn't happen to have a smoke by any chance, do you?
Cigars all right?
I'll smoke them if you got them.
I'll pass the cigar over.
Since I'm indulging Caliban right now, that's, I think, compelling spirits for the spirit.
Okay.
So, Silas, you want to try and explain to me that stunt you pulled back there?
I'm already dead. There's no reason you need to die too. Taking Kraus down, it's just one step towards our victory.
If you think that some sort of, noble, heroic death is going to absolve you of what you've done, well, I've got news for you, Mr. Rhodes. This is war. And in war, there's no such thing as a noble death or heroic death. You're just alive until you aren't. So, might as well keep it that way. You're more used to us here. And she just kind of pats Silas on the shoulder. And
Do we still have that radio? That
Oh yeah, you definitely have the radio. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out the radio and just Captain Aguila.
Red, is that you?
Mm-hmm.
What's how are things over there? How's the mission going?
Harmony does like a give me the walkie motion. Hey, Captain. Quick question. What's the Thule division?
I was getting there.
This
Have
is less a
appropriate
request for
defenses.
info and more of like a confrontation.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. You cut out at the end there.
We ran into individuals representing the Thule division. We were just wondering if you had any prior information of this organization that may have been getting in our way.
Well, how much do you know already?
Well, quite a bit, actually.
First-hand experience.
Yeah, do you want me to
As a matter
walk you
of
through it?
fact.
Yeah. Firsthand, we've been definitely we're at the receiving end of some of what they're capable of.
Well, tell you the truth, you probably know as much as anyone at this point. We knew they existed. We knew they were around. We knew there was a chance you were going to run into them. But I just did my best to train you to be the best you could be in case, so you could handle those things.
Well, so far it is working, I guess. Anyway, there are no casualties. We've figured out the next location of Olma. So we're on our way to the next location, or to where we think she is.
Did you get any other information when you were on your mission so far?
Yeah, we've learned of a new Nazi thing called cold iron.
Cold
They're
iron.
processing.
What is that? I've not heard of that.
Well, we know that can nullify the effects of our magic.
Hmm.
Well, this is all news to me. It almost sounds like. Do any of you know much about lodestones?
Roll for lodestone.
It's like any one of you with an aspect, like I think Audrey and Harmony, since you both have aspects about having long-running magical families, you would probably know about lodestones.
Yeah, I know lodestones. Absolutely.
You know, lodestones scientifically are naturally magnetized pieces of the ore magnetite, which can be used as an iron ore. In this world timeline, lodestones also demonstrated to have magic negating properties. Like in old times, they would be used as sort of charms to ward off evil magic or that sort of thing. Not a whole lot of practical use for them has been discovered thus far, mostly because refining them into iron ruined any anti-magic properties they might have.
Well, cool. I know that about lodestones. Yes.
Which means that the Axis must have found a way to refine the iron without losing its anti-magic properties then.
That's a distressing thought.
Yeah.
Tabernacle.
Hmm.
Alright, well, if there's not much else you can provide, I guess we'll just press on to our current mission.
Yeah. I mean, we're not sure if there's other mills out there doing this. Presumably.
Do you know the location of any of these lodestones in Western Europe?
I mean, lodestones can be found all over. It's not exactly
Yeah,
something
well.
you can pin down.
Mm-hmm.
This is, as far as I know, this is completely new intel. I'll pass it along to the people making decisions upstairs. Good work, kids.
If you can figure out where they are, I'd recommend some sort of supply chain disruption in that area.
Oh, don't worry. We'll handle this from here. We'll take this all into account. As Augulus speaks, you hear a scuffling noise in the background, followed by more voices coming into focus. You recognize the dulcet tones of the Brigadier. Captain Augula, what is the meaning of this? Your squad is AWOL, you stole a mission file that was not meant for you, and to top it all off, the mail still hasn't been delivered. I demand an explanation at once, or so help me, you will be in more trouble than you've ever seen before.
Am I able to conjure a gag in his mouth?
Not at this distance, no.
Shit.
All the way back in a different country.
You hear all that, you don't hear any response, though.
Okay.
Conversation probably over.
Well, I guess,
We probably shouldn't talk to the captain again for a while.
Yeah. Well, they know important stuff. We still have a mission in front of us here. How long do we want to sit around and wait? Should we go over immediately, or do we? I don't know.
I'd
Is there,
still like some time
long
to
rest?
rest up if we can.
Yeah. I'm just gonna shack up near with Titan in like a little ball in like the forest, in somewhere in like, a shrubbery, so we can blend in with the darkness since we're both black and dark green.
Could I actually
Yeah.
construct a yurt? Or conjure a yurt?
A yurt for your hurt?
Exactly, yes.
The hurt
yurt.
Forenza stands panting in the middle of a smoldering crater where the warehouses stood. A Nazi soldier approaches quietly from behind, taking in the damage. He clears his throat. Don't say anything. The last sparks of magic dissipate from Forenza, and she collapses to the ground, her body convulsing as she breaks down to a fit of coughing. As she hacks and heaves, a trail of black smoke leaks out of the corner of her mouth. So, they got away. Again. The Nazi frowns distastefully. Forenza struggles to speak between gasping breaths. They are strong. But we will be prepared the next time. Oh, really? What would you have us do? Forenza draws herself back up to her feet, arms cradling her sides and her knees knocking against each other. We control the skies. Keep them to the ground. If you have not tested your new toys, now would be the time. Oh, the cold iron? I see. And what about you? A flash of lightning splits the heavens and thunder roars as the storm continues to rage. Forenza looks grimly out at the stormy sky. A sickly smile spreads across her face. I will call the Iron Ghost.